Hi everybody, my name is Noelle and welcome back to my yoga channel. Today we are going to do an easy, gentle flow and a little bit of strength. So make sure you have your props with you. You got 2 blocks and any kind of robe straps or a towel that you can use for your binding your hands. That always helps. So you definitely don't want any struggling. I'm not going to be doing a lot of picture or at all any of the pictures for modification or advance. I'm just going to be talking you through it. So one big thing is to make sure that you are really paying attention to your breath and all the struggles that your body is going through, as well as the teacher's voice. So you really want to make sure that everything is easy. The more practice, the better, obviously, you become. All right, well, thank you. I hope you enjoy this practice, and I will see you on your mat. Hi, everybody. Let's get started. Let's come to child's pose. Big toes to touch, knees wide. Allow the forehead to rest and feel the length of the torso as you grow the arms long. Beginning to feel the day. Go ahead and walk your hands over towards the right, feeling something on the left. Again, rest the forehead down. And then we're going to come back to center, over towards the other side, feeling something on the right. Really drop the shoulders, rest the back of the neck. Coming back to center. Setting an intention here, taking a cleansing breath if needed. And then coming up to tabletop position, moving through cat and cows. Make sure your palms are directly underneath your shoulders and knees underneath the hips. Look back at the knees, make sure your feet are directly behind the knees, that you can't see them. Really use the floor to open the chest and round the spine. Connect with your breath at this time. Nose to nose breathing only. Really slowing down the exhales, slowing down your movement. And neutral spine, we're going to come into a spinal balance with a cheetah. Extend that left leg in line with the glute. As you exhale, you're going to pull that left quad close to the chest. Inhale, finding length, and then exhale for cheetah. And one more time, finding length, and then exhale, cheetah. Find length, and we're going to open our body up towards the right. You're going to kickstand that right shin off the mat and right hand underneath the shoulder. Extend the left arm up long and really engage that left quad. Press it in line with the hip, or you can always place that left foot down on the mat, keeping those toes awkwardly facing the right. Modified side plank. If you want to come into a quad stretch, you can bend the knee and grab onto the foot, the ankle. Or you can just bend the knee, you don't have to grab. But you're using your foundation once again, that palm and the shin are pressing down to open the body up towards the ceiling. Slowly releasing. Placing that left foot down. We're going to come up to a gate pose. Arms reaching up, squeeze the inner thighs towards each other and grab on with the left fingers to the right wrist. Side stretch. This is Ardha Chandrasana. You want the right shin again pressing down and that left quad engaging. And you're moving your body, your torso over towards that leg, the left leg. And slowly inhaling back up and then folding over that left leg. So still gate pose with the legs. You're just feeling a fold. This is definitely an awkward fold, but you want those toes still facing the same direction. Drop the head, drop the shoulders, engage the core. Slowly come back out. We're going to come to a spinal bounce once again. Lifting the left leg in line with the glute. And then come to a cheetah. And we're going to help our left foot all the way towards a low lunge. Any place with the hands. You can bring them on blocks next to the feet. Place your fingers on your knee. This is early in the practice, so squeeze that right glute. And legs are still pressing down to open the torso, to feel length in the torso. And release. Tuck the back toes and lift the right knee. Gently hop forward to a forward fold. Drop the head. We're going to inhale, halfway lift. Feel length in the core. Feel length in the front side of the torso. And as you exhale, fold, drop the head. Rise all the way up with strong legs. And then hands to heart. Inhale, finding length. Open up, maybe a mini back bend here. Squeeze the glutes and exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. We're going to step that right leg back once again and come down on the back knee. Keeping the toes tucked or untucked in the back. We're going to come to that low lunge once again. Any place here with the arms, you can reach them up. Any fancy place that you'd like to go. Belly is engaged, right quad is squeezing. You're trying to melt the hamstring on the left into the calf. And go ahead and release, exhale, shift back, half split. We're going to do a flow here. As you exhale, fold. On your next inhale, you're going to reach the torso long towards the left toes and then fold. Bring those toes towards the left knee. And again, slowing the breath. Inhaling halfway, exhale, fold. Keep pressing that left hip back, right hip forward. On your next inhale, gazing forward and shift forward, bend into the left knee. We're going to kickstand that right shin towards the left, coming into a modified side angle. Take a block next to the left foot. Make sure left toes are facing the front of the mat and bend deep into the left knee in line with the ankle. Take the elbow on the knee and right arm up. So that's the beginning posture here. But you're melting that right hip down. If that right hip is melting down, then continue to lower that arm towards the block. If you want it all the way down on the ground, just make sure that everything is still easy and you're able to breathe deep. Once again, your foundation is strong. Your torso is easy and light. And go ahead and release that right arm down on kickstand, that left foot or the back right foot, and then step back to a high plank pose, gaze forward. And exhale, lift the hips, down dog. We're going to shift forward for a high plank. Inhale, exhale, down dog. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, one more time, in looking forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Release the toes. A mini cobra here. Take the hands towards the low part of the ribs. Lifting up with your breath, and then exhaling, lowering. And then coming to Sphinx pose. Forearms out in front of you, fingers are spread wide, toes are pressing down. Engage the quads. Really move the chest forward for length first, and then up. And go ahead and release. Bring the arms behind you, 90-degree bending. Press the palms down and open the chest for a mini cobra again. Really squeeze those shoulders together. Squeeze the elbows together and allow the back of the neck to feel a little space. And begin, if you're ready, to open up for a full up dog. Legs are strong, glutes are strong. As you exhale, go ahead and release. Strong high plank pose. And then push back, down dog. Exhale. Inhale, coming back to the knees. And moving through some rich stretches. Tabletop position. We're going to extend that right leg. Let's do it on the other side. Take that inhale here for spinal balance, cheetah, and then exhale, curl in. Quad touches torso. Inhale, and then exhale, curl it in. Push the floor away. And one more time, find length. And then exhale, curl in. Inhale, find length. We're going to open our body up towards the right this time for side plank modified. Left hand directly underneath the left shoulder. Relax both shoulders down the back. Grow the torso long. Extend with the right heel. Any place that you'd like to go, you can always bring that right foot down. If you want to have the quads stretch, go ahead and bend into the right knee, grabbing a hold of the ankle, the top of the foot, wherever you'd like. As you do, just be kind to the knees. And slowly releasing, bringing the right arm up and over, reaching the right foot nice and long, bringing the foot down, and coming up to a gate pose. So once again, legs are strong, foundation is strong. You're going to reach the arms up above the crown of the head. Right fingers grab a hold of the left wrist. Side body stretch. Lean over towards the right. Keep the chest tall. The neck is neutral. Drop the shoulders. And coming back, and then folding over the right leg. As you fold, just feel something on the left. Let the breath go down deep into the left hip. Right quad is still engaged, core is engaged, but relax the head. Try your best to keep your eyes closed. And then coming back to center, walking your hands over to the front of the mat and reaching the arm up along. We're going to come to that spinal balance once again. So I'm just feeling a stretch here, and on kickstand, that left shin, if that's a word, and go ahead and reach the right leg long. And we're going to help ourselves all the way through that cheetah to a low lunge, taking that right hand to the right calf to bring that foot through. Set yourself up, have time, make time. Left glute is strong. Be safe in these poses. Don't hang in the poses. Make sure that you are using the engagement of the inner thighs, your foundation, and so therefore torso can be relaxed. And go ahead and release. Tuck the back toes, lift the left knee, and then you're going to step forward to a forward fold, toes meet. Inhaling halfway. And exhale, fold. Strong legs. Rise all the way up. Palms press. And then bring them to the heart. We're going to take a bind here. So feet are going to be hip distance apart. You can take a strap or your towel. You want your palms facing each other. So interlace the fingers if you can. You're going to squeeze the glutes, squeeze the whole front side of the body. Begin to feel length. And then open your chest up towards the ceiling. You can let the head go if that's okay for the neck. But you're pressing the knuckles away from you, and then you're going to forward fold. As you exhale, pull the belly in. One day, wrists come all the way over and touch the floor. Legs are strong. Go ahead and release. Inhaling, find length. And we're going to step that left foot back, and we're going to come down to the low lunge. So once again, you come down and make sure that ankle and the right knee are in line. Bring it to a deeper place here in low lunge. You can lift your arms. You can always keep the arms right on a block just to get deeper into the legs. Shift the hips back for half split. Inhaling those mini vinyasas. As you exhale, fold. So you're paying attention to the length. So inhaling halfway. As you fold, drop the head, but pull that right hip back. Inhaling and exhaling. And then stay. Inhaling, find length. Bend into the right knee, and we're going to come into that modified side plank. So you're going to just kickstand the left shin towards the right, and then place the elbow on top of the knee. Reach the left arm nice and long, and allow the hips to sink down. Stay if you feel good and it feels comfortable. If you want to get a little bit more deep into the hips, bring your hand on a block or the floor. Find your breath. And go ahead and release the left arm back down. Remove the block if needed. And then come back to a high plank pose. Tuck the toes, lift the knee, and step that right foot back. Gaze forward. Move the shoulder blades down the back and squeeze. Exhale, bend the elbows and come all the way down to the belly. Press the tops of the feet down. We're going to open up for a mini cobra. So elbows are still bent. And then exhaling back down. Inhaling, opening the chest, mini cobra, and exhale. Once again, inhale, push the palms down. Look for length, and exhale. We're going to come into a quad stretch with a back bend. Place the right forearm in line, about 45 degrees, so the elbows in line with the shoulders, and we're going to bend that left knee. As you bend, you can always take a strap and hook it to your ankle. If you can, you bring the heel to the outside of the left glute. Knees are squeezing, right quad is definitely strong. Belly supporting the back by pulling it in and engaging it. Drop the shoulders. Carefully release. Switch sides. Left forearm, 45 degrees, and bend deep into that right knee and grab a hold of it if you can. You can turn your fingers to the same way your toes are facing. Shoulders away from the neck. Left quad engaged. And slowly go ahead and release. Carefully coming back down, resting the forehead down. Coming into a sphinx, a cobra, a full up dog, any place that you want to go here. Allow the breath to enter. Allow the body to feel strong. Keeping the eyes soft or closed. Rest back to a child's pose. Take a deep inhale. And then open the mouth, exhale. And coming to a tabletop position, coming to a down dog, tuck the toes just for a breath here. And then we're going to shift forward to a high plank pose. Coming to a left palm and left blade of the foot for a modified side plank. Place that right foot in front of the hip. Press the foot flat. Come down and lower that hip for 3 vinyasas. We're going to exhale, lower the hip, and rise back up. And once again, exhale. Inhale, and use that foundation. Coming to a high plank pose and setting ourselves for the next side. Right palm, right blade of the foot, and step that left foot in front of the hip. We're going to take 3 side down vinyasas on your own, exhaling using your breath. This modified side plank is great to build strength. And then rising back up on your last one, reaching tall. And then coming to a high plank pose, step that left foot back, find your breath, and down dog. And we're going to inhale, come to our knees, and just cross at the ankles and have a seat, bringing the feet in front of you for rack pose. Take both arms back in line with the shoulders, so you really want to look and make sure. Flip the palms up towards the ceilings. Take tulip fingers, taking thumbs and fingers, pressing them together, and make sure the palms, or make sure the wrists are pressing down, not to top of the hands. You're going to shimmy your glutes towards your heels, and your heels are digging into the earth. Find length in the spine and begin using your foundation to open the chest. Find your breath. And slowly release. We're going to come all the way down on our back. So a little bit of core here, just rolling down carefully and slowly, making sure the feet don't move. And bring the feet in line with the sit bones. If you have a ponytail, make sure that the hair is not causing any distraction. We're going to lift our glutes for bridge. Squeeze the knees towards each other. Find length in the torso. Bring our arms up and then flex at the wrists. So palms are in line with the shoulders. Make sure you have a neck here. Shoulders are moving towards the glutes and heels are moving towards the shoulders. And slowly bringing the arms down, bring the glutes down. And bring the knees into the chest. We're going to rock ourselves all the way up, or however you'd like to get there, for Baddha Konasana. Squeeze the heels close to the groins. Take the pinkies and feel like you're opening your feet like a book. Take the elbows to the inner thighs and push on the inner thighs as you fold forward. Drop the head. Make the shoulders move down the back. Try to keep length in the front side of the torso. Butterfly pose. This is Baddha Konasana. And go ahead and just let go of the feet and fold wherever you'd like. If it's uncomfortable for the neck or the head, you can always take a block underneath the forehead. If it hurts your knees, sit on a block. And slowly walking the hands closer to the legs to lift the torso nice and tall. Go ahead and close the legs. And come all the way down on the mat once again, laying on the spine. Bringing the knees into the chest. We're going to come into cow face pose. So this is Gomukhasana. Take the left leg like you're crossing it up and over the knee on the right. Your hands are going to grab onto the calves and slowly move down to the ankles, pulling the ankles towards your shoulders. You're using the strength of your fingers, not your shoulders, to pull your ankles and your knees closer together. Go ahead and release and switch sides. It may feel different on both sides. Keep hearing the sound of your breath. And go ahead and release. Come into happy baby. Grabbing the blades of the feet. Allow the knees to come close to the armpits and allow the low back to lay heavy. Grab where you can. You can always grab onto the calves or the backs of the knees. Go ahead and release and take the arms to a capital T and bring the knees over towards the right. I'm going to do another quad stretch here. You can take this any spinal twist that you'd like. If you're doing a quad stretch, just make sure that that left knee is down on the ground. Gaze over towards the left fingers and breathe here. Even though this is at the end of the class, you're still breathing really deep. You're still paying attention to it. Maybe a cleansing breath if needed, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out of the mouth. Carefully coming back and switching sides. Gazing towards the fingers on the right. If you would like to do the quad stretch, make sure that that knee is down on the mat. Any spinal twist here that you'd like to do. And then slowly coming back, bringing the knees up and let the knees touch as the feet move as wide as the mat. Keep the feet flat. Take the left hand to the heart, right hand to the belly. Feeling the heat of the palms. the belly move, the heart beating. And go ahead and release and bring the knees into the chest, and you can roll them around in a circle if you'd like. Feeling some good pressure, a nice massage on the low back. And go ahead and release the palms, release the feet. Grab onto a block and bring it to any level and place it underneath the sacrum for modified bridge. Neck is long, palms are down. And you're feeling your breath enter through the front side of the body. Once again, slow and steady exhales through the nose. Slower than you think you can. And go ahead and remove the block from underneath the hips. You can place it at its lowest level if it was not already there, or bring the hips all the way down for your final pose, your Shavasana. Rest the arms and the legs nice and long. Taking 2 blocks underneath the knees to assure that the spine is nice and tall. Take a cleansing breath, inhaling through the nose, and open the mouth and exhaling it. The most important pose of the practice. Give your body rest. And slowly begin to deepen the breath, bringing movement back into the toes and the fingers, any way that you would like to wake your body up. Bring the knees into the chest. You can roll over to one side. And then come all the way up to a comfortable seated position. And folding forward just for a moment, and then rising back up with a tall spine. Bring the hands to the heart. And give yourself gratitude, thanking your body and thinking that you have this day. And thanks so much for joining me.